rainbow appeared in the sky. So,
You found gold.
Oh, you looked.
Justin Bieber's in there, for sure.
Justin Bieber was at the end of the rainbow. So I saw it and it went off into the woods, so I wanted to see where it was, where it ended. So I went through the woods, I passed the waterfall, and I kept walking, and I saw something inside the rainbow. And it was this little man about this tall.
Justin?
Justin Bieber. And he had a red pointed hat,
What?
a big white beard. It's old Justin Bieber.
Justin
And he had a big
Timberlake.
white beard. And I was looking at this little tiny man. And he had this big thing. And he was carrying it over to this hole he dug in the ground. And he's standing in the rainbow, and he puts this thing in the ground, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm going to tell this story, and no one's going to believe me. So I took a picture, and it turns out I found out later, I looked in a book, it was a gnome. But unfortunately, he was standing in the rainbow, so it really didn't turn out that well. But see his pointed hat, and he's kind of got the beard, and there's his legs, and he's digging a hole.
Justin Bieber?
I'm going to pass it around.
Probably Justin Timberlake if it's old.
He's not that old. He's like in his
Timberlake.
30s.
It's really
It is
old.
dirty.
So I took this picture because I knew no one would believe me. Here, I'm going to pass this around. And that I did find out it's a gnome. They live in the woods. And they come out when rainbows are around. So I saw him digging this hole. And I'm hiding behind this bush because I didn't want him to see me. And all of a sudden, the rain starts... It begins to stop, and the rainbow starts to fade, and all of a sudden he gets sucked up into the rainbow. Boom, gone. Poof. That's see the pointy hat? And he's got a little beard. I know the rainbow kind of obscured the camera image. I know, it kind of didn't turn out. He was hiding in the colors. So he poofed away, right? So what am I going to do? I want to see what he put in that hole. So I went over there, and I could see where he dug it, and I start digging down in the hole, and I hit this big flat rock.
Wow.
So I take the rock and I throw it over there, and inside there's this piece of burlap. It's this material, and so it's got strings on it, so I open it up. By the way, I had my adventure hat on. So I open up this thing, and there's a box in there, and it had, I opened up the box, and it had this piece of paper in it, and it's really old. I'm going to show you what that is. So it has all this like magic writing and stuff. And like there's the rainbow. I think that's what I figured out. And then there's this thing in here with
There's
some rocks.
this thing.
Yeah, it's this like little pouch thing, and then there's some symbols, magic symbols and stuff, and you can look at this later. But it's really old. It's like falling apart.
Wow.
So you gotta be very careful with it.
What if we rip it by mistake?
No, be
Don't give
gentle.
And you won't rip it by mistake.
Yeah, don't give it to me.
It's pretty good. I mean, as long as
Whoa.
you're gentle with it. So I didn't know what any of that stuff meant. So I started looking at old books in the library, and I went to different libraries, and I found different books on gnomes, and I kept finding like little symbols on the map in the instructions, and I kept deciphering what it was. So then I came up with, I kind of translated it, and I came up with instructions that we can read in English. So I'll tell you what these mean in a minute. Anyway, here's your birthday card, by the way.
You found that too?
So, that is something that Laura actually made. So, she makes birthday cards.
That's amazing.
So, you want to see what the box
Yeah.
looks like? What was in this hole that had the instructions in it?
Justin
Yeah.
Bieber? Can I see it?
That's Justin Bieber. This,
Don't do that. What about we can I show you?
it's like really old, so it's kind of faded, but it's like gold. What does that say?
Wish box.
Wish boxes. I'm like, what is that? Well, the instructions told me what this is. So I opened it up, and inside were the instructions, but look at what's inside. Look at this. I'm like, whoa! That is so neat. It's got different words on it. Well, I'm going to go over the instructions. We're going to find out what that is. So it says magic, right? Magic, charge. I don't know what that means until I checked it out. Wealth, good luck, love. Oh boy, what's this? So I translated. So how this works, I'll leave you a copy of the instructions so you know how to use it. How this works is, this box contains a magic silver stone and a pouch, and we'll get to the pouch in a minute. But apparently this has magical properties. And I'll pass this around, but feel that, isn't that? It's like really heavy and shiny. But that's a magic stone, and it resides in this box. So it stays in here at all times. And what happens is, these are magic river rainbow stones. And they're like really shiny and colorful. And they're like the colors of the rainbow, I guess. Isn't that cool? They all stay together in the pouch. That's kind of like where they stay. Isn't that? Does it? Oh, I never noticed that. We'll pass those around then.
Maybe they can.
That is really pretty. I'll pass the box around. So anyway, these apparently stay in the pouch, and they stay with the magic silver stone, and overnight they get charged with magic. So that's what that does. So they stay in there with the stone, and the magic from the silver stone, can you pass that around? Passes the magic onto those stones. And then what you do, as what the instructions told, is you put them in one of these boxes. You take the pouch and you put it in one of these boxes. And then you leave it in there overnight the next night when you go to sleep. And what happens is, they all mean different things.
You should do that before a competition, Michaela.
Oh, yeah.
That is what I was thinking, because the good luck box would be for that. So pass those around.
Oh.
So here's how it works.
Found the note, huh?
So you charge it, and that's been charging in the silver stone box. So you can actually even use it tonight because it's all fully charged. So it says that pouch will stay charged for about 2 or 3 days, and then you want to put it in there for another night, and it recharges with magic. So here's how the wealth box works. That's the golden box. If you wish to have things of value bestowed upon you, means given to you, you place the entire bag of the rainbow river stones into that box overnight, and you'll start to begin to notice. Maybe you'll put your hand in your pocket and you'll find money that you never knew was in there. You might be walking down the street and you might see some money on the ground. It works in mysterious ways. No one knows exactly how. Someone might give you money, maybe for your birthday.
Wow.
So it just randomly happens. You'll just start noticing. Maybe it's not even money. Maybe it's something that you really like a shiny ring or something like that. Or like this. So you place that box in there when you want to wish for things that are worth something. The good luck box, you put the stones in there and you leave them overnight, and what happens is good luck will be cast upon you. It may help you perform well while doing something you enjoy, dancing. Maybe it'll help you do better. May help you win a contest. Anything good is possible when you place the pouch of magic stones in the good luck box. Then there's the love box, and that's curious. This box, actually, the other two help you, but this box helps people that you care about. So, let's say a loved one is sad and you want to make them happy, you would put it in that box and wish them to be happy. And then, somehow, magically, it happens. Or if a loved one is poor, you may wish for them to have money. And maybe they'll find some money.
Get a job.
Get a job. They might find a job.
They might find a home under a bridge. Can you please wish for me to get Justin Bieber?
Or you can wish for Justin Bieber. Or if a loved one's going away on a trip, you may wish for their safe return. And that they're safe.
Maybe.
So, you get to decide which boxes that you get to do, and you make wishes, and then you go to sleep, and then, who knows, the power of the magic gnomes may make it happen. So that's how that works. And these are the instructions. So if you forget what I just told you, they're all right here. It tells you how it works.
Happy birthday.
That is awesome.
That's awesome
And
song.
this is all real, right? You're not kidding with us?
Of course it's real.
Why are we kidding about this stuff, guys?
I think so.
This is down to business stuff.
This is like real stuff. I found this 5 years ago, but she was too young. So I had to wait until your 10th birthday to give it to you.
Because like
Because
that's what
at
they
5 years old, she might wish for things and like we would all get in trouble or something. She might wish for like a giant unicorn and it might like stomp the houses or something.
Or she
Yeah, so I had to wait until she...
wish for that tonight, and in the morning it better be in the living room.
If I come over here tomorrow and Justin Bieber's here, I'm going to know that you used it wrong.
Please, I'll give you all of my money and my parents if I get access to their credit card.
So here's how these go back in. You can look at these later. But basically, you want to look at the pink one? Oh yeah.
God. Josie. Oh, that's beautiful.
So put it in there and I'll show you. So you take the knot and you go in here and make a little noose. And then you squish that all up. And you put it in the noose. And then you tighten it up. And then it goes in there.